So let's talk about Elysium by Jennifer Marie Brissett. Um, this is a really different kind of book. The back cover copy says, "A computer program etched into the atmosphere has a story to tell. It's the story of two people, of a city lost to chaos, of survival and love, but the data has been corrupted." That does not even begin to touch what's happening in the story. Um, I almost don't know where to start with it. First of all, it's extremely short. It's something like 200 pages. Yeah, 199 on the button. Um, this follows a group of characters um, in extremely kind of personally conflicted times. The first character is Adrienne, and the second is Antoine. Adrienne and Antoine are partners, they are lovers, and it's about their story being told as they kind of grow more distant from one another. But then all of a sudden, um, the story will have a bit of code or something that looks kind of vaguely like computer code. I'm trying to find an example. So you can see right here, it'll say code interrupt and have a brief explanation in kind of computer speak about something that's going wrong with some system somewhere, and then the story shifts. And instead of being about Adrienne and Antoine, it's about Adrienne and Antoinette, or Adrienne and Antoinette, or Anton and Adrienne. And the characters switch what's going on in their lives, what's kind of the immediate circumstance of their lives, their gender, their jobs, their roles, their interaction with one another, their relationships with one another. And it will swing from them being lovers to total strangers to siblings to parents to all sorts of different things. And I thought that was really weird. But hold on, stick with me here. It's a very disorienting book. However, I think that Brissett does an interesting job of tying the characters together throughout the different stories. The characters will change their relationships with one another, their names, what they look like. What's interesting to me about that is that Brissett manages somehow to keep a tonal consistency between them. There's a feeling that even when those characters change, that they are still kind of somewhere in their core the same person. I mean, there's so much going on in this book, not the least of which is an exploration of gender and, gender identity, sexuality, just kind of the nature of monogamy. There's so much going on. There's so much discourse. And I think for the most part, it's thought-provoking and successful in that way. There's not necessarily a cohesive, discernible message behind it, but it is nonetheless intriguing. There's a lot to think about, and it's the kind of idea that's going to stick with you, I think, after you're done reading it. It's interesting because I don't know if I could even say that there's a cohesive story. The story is constantly changing. Somehow, some way, the way that we are receiving the story has been interrupted. We're seeing, you get from the very beginning these messages like reset, or I'm trying to find some that are in the first couple of pages, system interrupt, fragmentation, right? We know something is wrong in the way that we are receiving the story. We don't know what that is, why it might be there. And the only thing that's really consistent is that regardless of gender or name or, you know, general storyline, even these characters seem to be coming together, them and their friends, their kind of wider family, in whatever various forms that they are in, they keep interacting with one another, they find one another, which is an interesting idea in and of itself. It's super, super trippy. And the whole time I was reading it, I just didn't quite know what to think. And in fact, I'm not really sure that I've even drawn any definite conclusions. So if you have read Elysium, dear God, let me know what you've thought of it. There's a lot happening, and a lot of different ideas floating, a lot of different techniques that are used, and there's a lot. So if you let me know what you think of it, I would really, really appreciate it, because I feel like I'm still digesting this, even though I read it maybe a week and a half ago. I hope you're having a fantastic reading week. I'll talk to you later. Bye.